I cut it. This is actually going a lot better than I thought. Started bleeding how I cut it. I don't know what that is. Oh, I'm bleeding.
Hey everybody, in today's video we're going to be reacting to a channel that I just found and watched like half of his videos. I'm going to subscribe now. His name is Marko. He's a painter, an artist, and he does like a lot of custom shoes and stuff like that. It's really mesmerizing stuff, honestly. But today we are reacting to a video called Turning a Log into a $1,500 Chessboard. Check it out.
This is my grandpa.
Hi, Grandpa.
One thing about him. Good job,
Niye tabii, uzansın.
He loves chess.
Şahmat.
So today I'm going to be turning this log into a brand new chess set that I can surprise my
If you know what language they're speaking, put a comment below because I have no idea.
grandpa with. First thing I did was put both sides of the wood on top of something so the middle was open so I could cut right through it. Then I made a bunch of straight lines on the wood that were all 2 inches apart. To make sure the lines were perfectly straight, I measured the distance from the bar to the actual blade, and then I clamped down a ruler on the wood that same distance from the line I wanted to cut, so I could drag my saw across that line, pushing against the metal bar I clamped down to make sure my line was perfectly straight.
Now you can see why I said his videos are mesmerizing. It's like bam, 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 bam. It's really good.
I cut it. Look how clean that is. I cut it apart. Started bleeding how I cut it. I don't know what that is. Oh, I'm bleeding.
That's funny. Yeah, you're bleeding.
Me. Pretty much I just need to cut a bunch of strips out of this piece, and then I have a darker piece of the same thing. I'm gonna combine the two. That one's a little darker, this one's a little bit lighter, so I don't have to like stain or dye the wood at all.
Wow.
Also, I know you guys love being satisfied, so thank me later.
All the other videos I saw, he was wearing a toboggan, but this one he has a hat on.
All right, I cut 8 strips of this
I don't know what was taped on the end of his hose there.
one. Look, 8 strips right there. I got all the strips done. It literally took me 3 hours to just cut those little boards. I don't know if you could tell on camera, but the difference in these two sawdusts is kind of how I'm hoping the checkers on the board look. This is oak and this is pine. The difference is kind of subtle, but it's definitely there. Once I got all the wood strips cut out, I took them home. I laid them down, clamped them together, and then sanded the top of all of them to make sure they were all the same width so all the checkers would look the same. All right, now I'm gonna put parchment paper under all these so the glue doesn't stick to the board under. Down. I put wood glue on the side of every single strip of wood so I could flip them over and push them all back together. I'm gonna put these metal bars on the side of each one so I don't like damage the wood when I clamp it.
Smart. Very
I'm
smart.
gonna switch them together. Ready? You watch this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, you don't break the clamp though.
You can kind of see the checkers, guys. Look, you can kind of see like, it's like a subtle discoloration, but you can still see it. Look, it's like dark light, dark light, dark light.
It might even clean up even more whenever he sands it. We'll see.
Looks cool. I can't wait. All right, guys, good morning.
This guy reminds me of somebody I just cannot put my...
Today is a very special day. I bought something cool. The wood needs like 48 hours to dry, so in the meantime, check this out. Look at it. I set this up yesterday. I don't know if you know what this is, but look. This thing's called a lathe. You stick a chunk of wood on here right here, and then it spins while you carve the wood. This is a piece I tried out yesterday. If you can tell where I'm going with this, I'm gonna use my log cut.
Oh my gosh, if he makes all the pieces, how crazy would that be?
Out a bunch of little blocks and then spin all of them and make a bunch of chess pieces.
No way.
I think I'm gonna spend the day learning how to do this. I've actually been wanting to do this for a long time. I was thinking about doing a video just literally called like, I tried wood spinning or whatever it's called. So now I get to do it both in one video, which is fun. It's so satisfying to do. Watch this.
Those things scare me a little bit, but they are cool.
This is kind of like scary. Your
Yeah, yeah, it's scary, dude. It really is.
Here, this is metal bar.
Yeah, and when it comes out of there, like when it comes from being stuck, then it can come flying out of there at a very high rate of speed. It's very scary.
And this is spinning. So your finger gets caught in there, you know.
Yep.
It's gone. Your finger's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? That's what I was scared of. Literally what just happened.
I'll tell you, making that chessboard is, I'm not a woodworker, so to me it would be hard. But really, it's not that hard to do what he's doing. But making all these chess pieces is going to be really, really difficult if he does it. This is the second video that I've seen him eat watermelon, so I guess he's just a big fan of watermelon. I like it too.
All right, this is how it looks right now. It looks pretty cool, but...
Wait, where did the marks on your face come from?
All right, this is how it looks
Oh, it's just the red from where it's the goggles sit. I was like, uh-oh, something hit him in the face.
right now. It looks pretty cool, but when you stop it, look, it looks way worse. I'm hoping that goes away when I sand it, so I'm gonna try to sand it while it's on this thing spinning. You can kind of see the shape though. I've been working on this one piece for an hour already, so hopefully
Yeah, I can imagine this would be really difficult.
I get faster as I go, because if I have to do 32 pieces, this thing's gonna take forever, so. I ended up using sandpaper on the outside and actually made it way smoother.
Yeah.
Also carved a line on the bottom so I could just pop it off later. The only thing I needed to figure out still was how to make the top smooth because it was covered up with a wheel. Okay, I spent all day yesterday. I made 3 pieces. This was my first piece. This was my second piece. Oof. And this was my third piece. Oof. This one's way better. I like this one a lot. The shape is good. It's a little bit too big. Today, my goal is to get 16 of these made. I'm gonna make them a little smaller than this, but this is pretty much the shape I'm going for. It's 8 a.m. right now. I'm gonna try to get all these pieces done, so then later we can cut the board. This is actually going a lot better than I thought. I spent the rest of the day
I'm impressed by this guy's work ethic.
pretty much perfecting my first pawn, because once I had the perfect one down, I could pretty much go ahead and repeat that 15 times. The first one was kind of whatever I wanted, and then I just measured out those pieces and made the rest of them exactly the same. But while I spent all day working on the pawns, the glue on the actual chessboard was finally dry. Okay. Oh, no way. Wow.
I wonder if this is his dad that's helping him.
Look at that. Look at the difference on this dark and light. I finally figured out how to make the top of the pieces smooth. I screwed the pieces onto a random chunk of wood, and then I cut off the top and then turned the wheel on with the sandpaper to make the top of them
Very nice. Well done.
smooth. There's the piece. Now, I got this clear coat. Look, this is the part that's gonna make it look good. I ended up having to do 3 coats of this stuff on each piece while sanding in between each coat. But before I got all the pieces done, I wanted to leave some glue to dry. I ended up carving a square out of another slice of the same log, which was the exact size I wanted the chessboard, and then I filled the entire bottom with glue.
Wow.
All right. Next, guys, I'm gonna put wood
Bro.
glue all inside here. Then I'm gonna put 1 row by 1 row, fill this log with the checkers. Once I put all these inside the log, I want it to look like an actual chunk of a tree.
That's a really good idea, actually. I love that he's putting it back into a log. That's really cool.
Your garage is dirty.
It's not mine. It's my
He's a busy dude. Have you not seen all the work he's put into this? Cut him a break.
parents. Brokies.
How are they brokies if you live with them?
Last chunk. Ready?
Yes.
Oh.
There is some gaps. I wonder how he's going to fill them.
While that's drying, I'm gonna stain half of the chess set. Look. I'm gonna stain half of them dark and leave the other half natural color.
I like it. Incredible, dude. Wow. I mean, looks more like a bird, but I'll give it to you. It's still good.
All right, I ordered these little black felt pieces, stickers, that I'm gonna put on the bottom of each of my pieces just to kind of finish them off.
Nice.
I think it's dry. Now I'm gonna sand it, or I'm gonna try to sand it. Okay, it was looking, oh my God, why do I look like that? It's looking pretty cool. Look at this. Oh, this is actually lit. Oh my God, it looks good on camera. You can see the checkerboard in the log. The only problem, there's kind of a lot of gaps. Like all these little gaps right here. I think I'm gonna fill them with wood glue and then just wait for it to dry, then sand it down so it's like clear. Now I'm gonna put a light coat of this polyurethane on top of this whole thing. It's looking so cool. I'm gonna do a light coat of this stuff and then I'm gonna sand it down again and then another coat and just keep going until the whole thing's perfectly smooth. You can see the checker so clear with this stuff on it.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Stand behind me for attention. Ready? All right, I got these little stamps. They're like numbers and letters. Look, I'm gonna stamp all these numbers and then letters going this way. Once I finished all the pieces, did all the final little details, it was finally time to give it to my grandpa.
He said, I made something for you. He said for me, and he said for you.
Bravo, bravo.
Napravio sam ša za tebe.
Perfetto.
Gledaj, piše Terzić.
Ovo je odlično. Bravo.
Napravio sam za tebe, deda.
Say good job.
Ajde, igraj.
Very, very well done, man. That is really impressive. And you know what? You know, they don't all match. They're not all perfectly uniform, but that's even more cool because it's homemade. He made it himself, you know what I mean? And there's, you know, it's not just cookie cutter out of the box. Everything's the same. You know, you could tell that it was a lot of time and effort went into it.
Subscribe to Marko, he is so sexy and amazing.
Alright, I subscribed. If you guys enjoyed the video, maybe check out some of my other videos in the compilation playlist and come back tomorrow because we'll watch something else. See you then.